Hey guys, it's another day. It is Tuesday, November 12th, and this is what we woke up to this morning. It's actually not morning anymore, it's afternoon, but I don't even want to say we woke up to it. We went to bed to this. We got snow last night here in the Midwest, and it kept coming. So this is what we have. Yep, so this is what we had last night and this morning. And like I said, it is Tuesday, November 12th. I think in another part of this video, I said on Sunday, I said it was Sunday the 11th. And it was not the 11th, it was the 10th. So got my days a little mixed up. That seems to happen on days where you're kind of busy. You just kind of get your days mixed up. But so yeah. So today is the 12th of November, and we got this snow. But the weather is supposed to get back into the 50s, and it'll melt, and then we'll have our fall weather for a little longer before we get this stuff for the next 3 or 4 months in winter. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. If you got snow in your area, how much snow did you get? Yeah, and I'll be back later and sit and do a little face-to-face, because I don't think I've done that in a while, and just share a little bit about I want to talk a little bit about my health and my goals and just what I've achieved and just what's been going on with me health-wise and some changes that I've made. So yeah, I'll be back later to do that. And that's it. All right. See you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. I mentioned earlier that I was going to sit down and do a video about my health and about exercise and about eating. So that is what I'm going to do. But before I jump into that, I want to say really quickly, thank you to anybody that is stopping by to watch this video. I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, I hope that you would subscribe. And also, I want to say thank you to any old subscribers, and I want to say thank you to any new subscribers. Okay. Excuse me, I had a cough. So I'm going to jump right into this, and I'm going to start with my overall health. So mental health, spiritual health, and emotional health, that'll all be wrapped up into this part right now. So in the mornings, what I try to do is I try to get up before anybody else and just have some quiet time. I try to have time where I sit and read some scripture, talk and pray to the Father, and pour out whatever may be on my heart and get guidance and strength for the day. Another thing that I try to do is I try to, if I haven't slept well, I'll try to stretch, because sometimes I might wake up a little sore. So I'll try to stretch, and that helps me as well. And I drink a 32-ounce thing of water in the morning. So that helps me when I don't have to just start my day with responsibilities. That helps with my mental state. It helps with anxiety for me. So that has been important. And I'm happy because I've been more consistent with that this time around in my life than I ever have before. Another thing that I have changed that has helped my mental state and my emotions is not waking up to an alarm. I do not wake up to an alarm anymore. It was just too jarring to my system to wake up to an alarm and feel like as soon as that alarm goes off, I gotta hit the ground running and just get busy to work. I didn't like that feeling. It was stressing me out. I was getting anxiety over it. So I was talking to my husband about it, and I was just like, you know what? I think I'm going to try to not wake up to an alarm. And I was explaining to him why, and he was like, that sounds like a good idea. So I've been doing that this year. I don't remember when I started doing it, but I do know it was 2019 that I stopped waking up to an alarm, and I enjoy it. I'm never going back to using an alarm. I don't miss it. I like being able to wake up naturally. The concept of waking up naturally and settling down naturally, just it just makes sense. Um, to rise with the sun and to go down with the sun. Um, to me, it just makes sense. And so that's what I've been doing. And I have been reaping the benefits of that. What I don't, where I struggle, there we go. Where I struggle sometimes is still falling asleep at a decent time. I'm still not as consistent as I would want to be with that. And sometimes it just is what it is. I'm married. Me and my husband have been married for 14 years. We have 2 kids. I homeschool. We are also busy doing other things. But sometimes the day does not allow for him and I to connect and spend time together. So once the boys are down, nighttime can sometimes be our time where we can talk and have heart to hearts and, just, hey, what's going on in the world? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. And so sometimes those conversations can go for, a long time. But I don't, there was a big gust of wind outside. I don't trade that for anything, because that is important for my mental health, is that I'm connecting with my husband, and we have that time together. So we try to be, mindful of that doesn't happen all the time where we're up 5 nights in a row, staying up and talking. But when that does happen, where we have those nights, I acknowledge that I'm going to wake up later than I probably have planned, and I'm okay with that. So ideally, I would like to be sleep before 11 or by 11. And if I am, and when that does happen, I normally wake up around 7 or 7:30. If I go to sleep after 11 or 11:30, I normally wake up between 8 or 8:30. So still not bad. So I still can't complain. But yeah, so that's that as far as not waking up to an alarm. It has really helped. Another thing that I am doing for my health and my well-being is not overthinking things. I'm trying to work on that more. It's not overthinking things. um Not trying to tackle too much. I want to be productive, but I don't want to feel like I got to conquer the world, because I don't need to feel like that. I'm a naturally stressed person, and anxiety can hit me very easily, especially if I'm in that high stress. So I'm learning to combat that more, and I'm learning to work within reasonable bounds for myself. And I'm thankful for my husband, because he is very committed to my health and making sure that I do what I need to do for me. He encourages me to, get outside. He encourages me to craft or to draw, or to do something that brings me joy, and but also can be a benefit to the family, because I'm refreshing myself, which helps the family, because I want to be a happy, healthy, well-adjusted mother and wife, and not be high strung. So, um, not trying to take on too much has been very helpful in this season of life. And I'm glad that I can recognize that. And I'm glad that I can go with the flow of that and realize, like, hey, I don't need to do that right now. That can be pushed off into another time. So I'm happy about that, and learning how to maintain that. So that is that concerning my just my health in general. Um, well, no, it's not. I want to talk about seasonal depression. I have dealt with seasonal depression. I don't think I recognized what it was until maybe a year or two ago. Um, last year I really like recognized. I was like, oh, what is this? And I did some research and found out what seasonal depression is. But I told myself, I said, when this year comes around, I'm going to do better because things are what they are. The seasons change, which I love the seasons changing. That's not the problem. But, the days are shorter, the nights are longer. That's where I was starting to have the problem and just feeling like I had to be cooped up in the house. And last year, I tried to walk a little bit more during the change of the seasons, and I noticed the difference. I noticed how much I liked it. This year, I'm going to do more of that. We're already doing that right now. We do the fall hiking spree here in our area, and that has really been helping because I feel like I'm getting a jump on the seasonal depression. I don't even feel it at all. And I think if I continue to make sure I get out, and my husband has been instrumental in that. He mentioned to me the other day, he said, hey, you want to go walking even in the wintertime? And like, my eyes just lit up because I was like, yes. Because he understands and he's seen the benefits of me being outside, what it does for me. So the fact that he offered that and he was like, yeah, we should walk during the wintertime too. I was like, I'm all for it. So that has been very helpful in dealing with seasonal depression because a lot of people do deal with it. And there are ways to combat it. So like I said, that's one way. Me being outdoors, that is just, it does my heart so good because I love being in the Father's creation. But I'm not going to labor too long on that. So that's been a part of helping with my mental health as well. Another thing that has helped with my mental health and my just overall well-being is sleeping in complete darkness. We got some blackout blinds in our bedroom that has been really helpful. But there was still like this little piece of light that was still poking through sometimes. Not enough to just be annoying, but you could still tell. So we got these eye masks. Now, this one is brand new because we were using the one from the Dollar Tree. And the reason why I started with the ones from the Dollar Tree is because I wanted to make sure we used them. I didn't want us to spend, these didn't even cost that much. My husband got these off of Amazon. But, they were more than $1, of course. But the point I'm trying to say is I didn't want to get something like this and then not use it and feel like I'm wasting money. So we got the ones from the Dollar Tree, used those, realized we liked it, and we knew we had to upgrade. So we just got these. I really like them. It has helped with my sleep. Also, stretching at night has helped with my sleep. I feel more refreshed when I wake up. I don't feel achy. So I've been trying to be consistent in stretching at night, trying to not be on my phone at night, settling my mind down. And when I do those things, I do notice that I sleep well. I do notice that I don't wake up stressed. I do notice that I don't wake up feeling anxious. And for me, that is important because when you have been a person that have dealt with anxiety and have dealt with a level of just being stressed all the time, it becomes a familiar and almost a welcoming feeling. And it can just mess with your whole day. And I didn't like that. So making these changes, being outside, acknowledging and realizing that I dealt with seasonal depression, using a sleep mask, stretching, those things have reduced my stress so much. It has reduced my anxiety so much. that time in the morning before anybody wakes up has reduced my stress so much. And I'm so thankful to my husband because he'll ask me throughout the day, how are you feeling? And when I'm feeling good, I'm like, hey, I'm feeling good. If I'm feeling okay, I say I'm feeling, okay, but I'm working on feeling better. But so I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the changes that I've made, and I'm thankful that I'm doing my best to try to stay consistent. Another reason why, back to the eye mask, another reason why we got the eye mask is because we have 2 boys, but my oldest son is special needs, and because of his health issues and his disability, we keep a light on in his room at night for him, because sometimes he may not be sleeping, he may, he's awake. So we would keep his door ajar sometimes, but that light would still be in the hallway, and then it would just disrupt us. So using a sleep mask has really helped with that. What else? Not taking on too much. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I try not to take on too much anymore. I really try to be reasonable and see what I can do, and the things that I can do, give that my energy and do it to the best of my ability. Whether that may be one thing outside of, I homeschool as well, so I definitely try to make sure we do that consistently and taking care of my boys and stuff like that. But as far as, like household stuff, whether it may be one thing like tackling the kitchen, do that, give it my best, and be done. So I really, at this season of life, I'm trying not to take on too much. The next thing I want to talk about is eating. I'm doing keto. I mentioned that in another video. I'm not going to go into the specifics of keto because you can find videos and information all over the internet concerning that. But I will tell you what I'm doing. I am portion controlling better, and I am meal prepping. I tried keto last year and it worked. I just did not do it as consistently, and I did not meal prep. And I also intermittent fasting. And I think that's why I saw the results I did at that time, because I intermittent fasting and my body could handle it that time. This time around, I'm meal prepping, but I'm not intermittent fasting. My body did not respond well in September when I tried to do intermittent fasting along with the keto. My body just did not do it. It was shutting down, so I stopped with that and just continue with the keto, and I'm seeing the results that I want to see, and I'm happy about that. So yeah, really quickly, if there's any parts of this video as far as this health portion where you want me to go more in depth, I will, but for the sake of time, I'm just trying to run through really quickly. Okay, so some of the things that I am eating on keto are chicken thighs, broccoli, zucchini, cauliflower, string beans, ground beef, ground turkey. As far as meal prepping, like I said, I'm doing better with meal prepping. Sometimes I do very easy meal prepping for me. Sometimes, most of the times, when my husband buys meat, I'll just cook all of it at the same time, just all at once. That way I don't have to cook it throughout the week. And then normally with my vegetables, I like my vegetables to be fresh. So what I mean by that is I'll cook enough vegetables for that day. Sometimes I don't like when they get soggy in the refrigerator. But anyway, I'm going somewhere else. But sometimes I'll try to cook enough for that day, enough vegetables for that day, and then just pop some more in the oven the next day because it doesn't take too long. But as far as my protein, that is already taken care of. Snacks, what I do for snacks is I do mixed nuts. I do the Halo ice cream. That is very good. I do my keto cheesecake balls. And I do my protein keto bars. So that's that. I do use Himalayan salt in my smoothies, and sometimes I'll just have it in my water because the Himalayan salt helps with it has more minerals in it than just sea salt, and it helps with keeping my muscles hydrated. That's what I was trying to say. And I drink a lot of water. Next, I think that was it. Guys. Like I said, if you want to know anything else more in depth, I can definitely do that. The most important thing I just want to encourage is trying to be consistent. Oh no, I'm not done. I did want to say this. It was about exercise. That was the last thing I wanted to say. Exercise. So as far as exercise, what I'm doing is walking. I've mentioned that a lot in this video. I've mentioned it in other videos. I walk. I sound like the lady from the video I watch. I'll have to show you guys one of the exercise videos I do on YouTube, but I walk a lot. And like I said, we're doing a hiking spree. So, and I'm being consistent with it, because when my knees started hurting me really bad, I stopped working out, and that was the worst thing I could have done. And once I realized that I could still work out, like but it didn't have to be high impact, that's what I'm trying to say, it just gave me a peace of mind, because my body had gotten used to that hard high impact stuff, and I loved it, but somehow I hurt my knee. I don't know how. I didn't. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into all of that, but so I started walking, and I enjoy it. And the point I'm trying to get to about the exercise is, we go through phases of life, and we have to just be prepared to adapt and find something that can fit where you're at in the stage of life that you're in now. That's basically, I said all of that to circle to that, what I just said. So, and that's what I've learned, to adapt, to not just get to a standstill, but to find something that can work at the stage of life I'm in now. So now I'm done, guys. Like I said, have any questions, please leave them down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.